All right, thank you, and welcome to today's edition of the Forever Intelligent Conversation. And I'm your humble host, Daniel Charles, bringing the FI conversation to you here every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks we gathered here to talk on the Forever Intelligent Show, and we've been blessed to have had multiple new listeners every 2 weeks. So today maybe uh, we will give a little bit of historicity about the Forever Intelligent Show, and you can always read about this show. You can read the caption right now if you're watching us live through Facebook. But if you're in one of our regular rooms, those comments are in the chats and everywhere, so you can pick it up. But the Forever Intelligent Show, it's going to be absolutely great today. It's going to be great because um, yeah, I've been on the road, and then I have been engaging and interacting with several other authors, business leaders, and um, I'm just so humble, and deeply grateful for the love and the affection, the the desire from other authors and other business leaders and the work they are doing, but just the beauty of how people have indulged themselves into engaging with the Forever Intelligent Network, and people believing now in what we started talking 4 5 years ago about how we build this network on a specific book that was absolutely intended to disrupt conventional thinking and to be able to be a power in the hands of people, as long as they wanted to try. And when we wrote Forever Intelligent, for those of you who basically will be thinking, why is the show called Forever Intelligent? This show is called the Forever Intelligent Show because it's built on the back of one of our books, one of our projects, and the book itself is called Forever Intelligent. If you never had the opportunity yet to come across that work, uh, you can Google it, or you can get on this website. You know, as a matter of fact, as we continue the conversation here, we'll be able to put up some things for you to at least be able to see it. But while we wait for all of our channels to connect, for those of you who've watched the show for a long time now, we have a tradition. We actually announce the routine for the rest of the show. And then before we go into the conversation, when we're having a guest, that is a bit different because we have to give our guest a chance to say a lot of things. But when we're just doing the show regularly as we do it, we announce the routine and then we allow our team song, which has basically been voted for a long time now as probably the song that shouldn't be changed, is the song that we actually listen to open this conversation. But like I said, today, what we are going to focus on is we going to talk about the power of assessing and engaging with ideas that are disruptive, but the disruption itself, it's meant to redefine your mood by giving you an opportunity to engage in next level of positivity in a way that hasn't been tried. So we've had people on the road who talk to us a lot about the disruptive nature of the book Forever Intelligent and how it isn't one of the regular books. And last week there was a message that came, and I was emotional. I was emotional. This is another author who's reading like four different books. um she reached out. She wrote a long message, and I wouldn't even be able to read all the message, but she wrote a long message. I took my time and I was going through it, and that thing almost made me cry, man. For you to have an author who's also writing and selling books and everything, to come across the book of another author and sit down and say, we've been reading books, but this book, it's not just for readers, it is for leaders who are defiant and trying to break away from rules, regulations, and then the conventional framework of thinking. She said, the way you wrote this book, and I will read her message when we come to the start of the show, because we open into this show with reading that message. But while all of our channels and our network are connecting here, I want to thank all of our newcomers. I see quite a lot of few new people here who are listening today. Welcome to the Forever Intelligent Show. We say the Forever Intelligent Show is where we share the world's most compelling stories about human intelligence based on the masterpiece concept of Shrek. And and this author I'm just telling you about, in the message she wrote, she said the Shrek concept in itself has completely deviated from what we know to be conventional thinking and rules and the regular quote unquote methods to train and act. You know, she said exceptionalism, beyond definition, at its best, we've never seen before. And this is why I said to my people who've been asking me, you've written the first, the second, the third, the fourth book, write some other new books. Bro, I don't just write books. For me to write a book, two things has to happen, right? Number one, that book is not just meant to be sold. The ideas in there are part of a legacy. They're part of a system, a framework, a whole way of interaction, training, and development that makes impact in a profound way. So for me, it's not just about writing books because you just want to write books and write books to get books out there for people to sell them and buy them. The ideas that I laid out in these books are not ordinary things. You can remember another author that reached out to me after reading chapter 4 in our technology book, Managing Inherent Technical Isolation. What he said, this is breaking industry standards. The things you write in here, I don't know how you're writing them, but you actually breaking industry standards. All right. So we're going to look at the disruptive nature of Forever Intelligent a little bit, and then we'll move forward to talking about a champion's walk, and then we'll talk a little bit more about our visitations and our book signings coming up in Maryland and then in Minnesota, and then obviously we'll talk about just other ways to connect with us and talk about the academy too as well, and what you need to be able to get the information to join us, in these places. So I want to thank all of you who have said, if you're first time listener, welcome to the beautiful Forever Intelligent Conversation. It's on now every 2 weeks. On a Saturday, we gather here, and I think that should be around 11 Eastern and 5 p.m. Liberian time or something. We can check the timing over there. But I'm your host, Daniel Charles, and then I'm the author of all these books on the platform on the network. If you're joining us on Facebook, please, if you're on Facebook, do us a favor, connect someone, get somebody to come and watch the show. We're going to have some powerful conversations today, okay? So for now, it is our team song. Please.
The higher you build your barriers, the taller I become. The farther you take my rights away, the faster I will run. You can deny me, you can decide to turn your face away. No matter, 'cause there's something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no, something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. The more you refuse to hear my voice, the louder I will sing. You hide behind walls of Jericho, our lies will come tumbling. Deny my place and time, you squander wealth that's mine. My light will shine so brightly it will blind you, 'cause there's something in strong. I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no, there's something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. Brothers and sisters, when they insist we're just not good enough. When we know better, just look them in the eyes and say, we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. Something inside so strong. And I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no, there's something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. Brothers and sisters, when they insist we're just not good enough. When we know better, just look them in the eyes and say, we're gonna do it anyway. 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 Because there's something inside so strong. Inside so strong. I know that I can make it. While you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no. Something inside so strong. Something inside so strong. I know that I can make it. While you're doing me wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no. Something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. Something inside so strong.
All right, thank you. That was our team song. And I want to say a big thank you to all of our regular listeners. And then for those of you who are coming, who will eventually become our regular listeners, especially when you know the time of the broadcast, that song was voted to be the song that should not be changed. We've changed a lot of other songs here, for our break time, for our end time, and all that stuff. But uh, that song was voted something inside so strong. It means a lot to us, brothers and sisters. And like I said, today we will begin our conversation here on the Forever Intelligence Show. If you're just joining us, welcome again. This is where we share the world's most compelling stories about human intelligence based on the masterpiece concept of strike. And I'm your host, Daniel Charles. Thanks to all of you who are joining us right now. So we are on the road and we promoting books, we promoting a champions walk right now. And I think if we should basically do this, we should probably just have um, a champions walk on the stream while we talk about it a little bit. um, let's see here if we can get ACW on the screen. We'll start the conversation with ACW, but then there's a message from another author that we will have to read here for you. We can put all of them on as a matter of fact, but we'll just basically talk about one, right? All right, let's get to this here and set it up. Yeah, we got that message ready from the other auto. We'll get to that here real shortly, but uh, just wanted us to have this on screen so we can be able to say some stuff. All right, so if you're following this broadcast right now, like we said, the Forever Intelligent show is basically named after the book called Forever Intelligent. And if you're looking at your screen right now, you will see the Forever Intelligent book over there. Let's say it's basically how to cultivate infinite intelligence based on the masterpiece concept of strike. But in the middle is our latest work that came out, which obviously I say to people, this is Forever Intelligent 2.0. When people are saying, given how Forever Intelligent is so powerful, and by the way, just for a second, this is at our private online store. You can get here by just following the website rolling below the screen. Then you can be able to see all these books to order them. Um, so people have been talking a lot about the book Forever Intelligent. And I want to congratulate, Dr. Priscilla and all the other people who helped me with the research, that we had to do to write a book like that. Uh, okay. But here is something that is absolutely amazing, right? I wanted to share something that I believe about a champion's walk that usually when I see people say Forever Intelligent is unbeatable, and I said this is the same messages I'm getting from people who've read A Champion's Walk. And I'd like to highlight a few people who've read both Forever Intelligent and A Champion's Walk. And I know I got a call the other day from a friend of mine somewhere there on the East Coast who said, well, at this point, I cannot make a decision in my life between Forever Intelligent and A Champion's Walk. Yeah, I feel like these two books are rivals, even though it's the same author that wrote them. But here is what he said about A Champion's Walk. He said he feels like Forever Intelligent is the foundation and A Champion's Walk is the fulfillment. And I like to begin on his point before we go down to the foundation and fulfillment. Both of them are absolutely important, right? Because without that foundation, what are you going to fulfill? So A Champion's Walk basically right now that we are promoting, and it's the book that basically will have a lot of people actually getting here, is it's a type of book that as leaders we go through several stages in our lives, and at a certain point in time the issue about doubt, dark moments, fighting yourself in a way that you have to be able to internalize everything that you're trying to do, questioning your whole belief, questioning your whole ideas, questioning everything about everything you ever want to accomplish and do in life, and internalizing how you even arrive at that moment. But in the middle of that, going through dark times on multiplicity of fronts becomes something that is not easy to easily transition out of. So, why Forever Intelligent provide light, hope, inspiration, drive, belief, unbelievable motivation, unconventional ideas for personal development and transformation. A champion's walk begins by taking us To first, hope, yes. Next, down the road into the dark moments. Then what happens when your belief and your choices have shown you reality in a way that have conflicted so much, and then you at the point in your life where you are now asking yourself, is this what is meant for me? Is this where I should be? So a champion's walk become a book with a different dimension, with a different taste. And for me, for those of you who were there, um, from the initial stage when we released it first, I said I wanted to thank everybody for the love and the appreciation for the book, Forever Intelligent. But for me, I do believe that a champion's walk, from the bottom of my heart, to the rest of you who follow me, follow the network and everything I do, I think it's a special kind of gift to the world from our network. Um, I've been around in this business for a little while now to know that you can be able, and not to even talk about managing inherent technical isolation, our big brother technology book that's being taught in schools in the United States. But all these books just have a way of just breaking, conventional principles. And like I said, we are on the road promoting all of them, but our lead work right now we are promoting is a champion's walk. And I need you to take a moment, find a way, connect with someone. If you're out here in the United States, get on one of these book signing, get on one of our sign one of our forms, go to one of our book signings event, get one of these books, read it, man, read it. I have had a bet in my life, and the bet has always been, I say, if you ever read Forever Intelligent and your life stays the same, you just got to come here and I got to buy this book back for you and anybody else that you want. That book will radically and fundamentally transform your life in such a way that you yourself wouldn't even believe it. And people were talking about, optimizing systems. What's about sustaining and leading adaptability? Forever Intelligent lays out something that is not really one of the things that many a times when people asking me questions on the road, I mean, like, let's read the book together, let's internalize, and then let's come up with a very, very resounding and well informed answer to all these critical questions. And by the way, the book Forever Intelligent now has its own training, and this will interest you to know that quite recently, even myself, who basically I'm teaching the training, I first of all had to go and learn the training, do the training by myself, right? I had to go learn the training. I had to go do the training, and I had to get certificated to fully understand the training. So this is to tell you that we are lifelong learners and we're not joking around. All right, but let's get to this message. I want to read this message and analyze this message a little bit that the other author sent. All right, yeah, thank you. If you're watching, please don't forget to do us a favor too as well. Connect with someone, get someone to come out and watch with you. Don't just watch alone. That's all we are begging you to do. If you're watching, please get someone to come and watch with you. Let's pull out this message here. Let's pull out this message here from the other author. All right, all right. So this is from author Chris B. Clark, and she's reading books too as well. She's in the United States. She goes about promoting books, selling her books, and doing things herself. Um, she sent a message, and I think the title of that message was "Rules Can Train You, but Intelligence offer next level dimension." She said, first, I want to begin by saying that your background in IT leadership and enterprise transformation adds an interesting and credible dimension to the book's message. There is a clear, true line between high performing systems and human potential. Optimizing processes is one thing, but sustaining intelligence, adaptability, purpose is another. Readers who are professional leaders and lifelong learners, especially those tired of rigid one right way advice, are actively searching for work like this. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And we have to go ahead and repeat this message because I just want to repeat this message so people can see. This is an analysis coming from another author on the book Forever Intelligent, first of all, right? We've gotten some unbelievable reviews for managing hearing technical isolation as well. And then at the same time, we got some unbelievable reviews for a champion's walk right now. But this is for Forever Intelligent. And yeah, when we're done here, we're gonna go. We'll take a look back at that professional training we talk about, and then we'll also look at what I said. So let's read this message again. It says, "Your background in IT leadership and enterprise transformation adds an interesting and credible dimension to the book's message. There is a clear, true line between high performing systems and human potential. But optimizing processes is one thing, okay? Getting processes to perform at the level you want them to perform is one thing. That's what she's saying here. But sustaining intelligence, adaptability, and purpose is another thing. Readers who are professional leaders and lifelong learners are actively searching for this work, especially people who are tired of rules and one right way to get it done. So, guys, I'll say this to you. The book Forever Intelligent is a revolution. It's a revolution. It's not a regular book. It's not a regular book. That's why the people who read it, by the time they are done reading it, people start asking themselves, like, at this point, I should have gotten this book a long time ago. Yeah, that's what people start saying. People start saying, I should have gotten this book a long time ago. And it's out there. Our network will continue to produce the book. We'll continue to do what we can to continue to share with people these ideas that are meant to provide rapid personal growth, development, and transformation for us as individuals. I was just told we've hit right under the half an hour mark, and we have another 15 minutes to go. So we'll take our break here, real quick here. And then when we'll take our break, when we come back, we need to talk a little bit about the annual conference, and then we need to talk about the Forever Intelligent Leadership Training and share those opportunities so that people can be able to see them and get involved if they want to get involved. We've made it our duty, our business, and everything. Uh, yeah, we got a Minnesota book tour coming up too as well. We'll talk about a book from Minnesota too as well. So there's a lot to cover up here. I just like sometimes I feel like so let's take this break here, and then when we come back, let's talk about the book tour. Let's talk about the annual conference, and then talk about the Forever Intelligent Leadership Training. Okay, please, you joining us, do us a favor, connect someone, connect someone, connect someone. Don't just watch the show alone, please, man. Do not watch the show alone.
It's Quincy B. Scientific, Heartbeat Records. Wonder Word. Yeah. Need I say more? Yeah. Get 'em. They say whatever don't kill you, it only makes you stronger. So the things that they do to me, it only makes me wonder. Not enough to kill me. You know I said, not enough to kill me. Not enough to kill me. Not enough to kill my dream. Life is a journey, yet it's not how long. As long as you can catch a dream. But them go try till they envy. But them no feet try, I they fly past what they think. Every day I try hard to make sense. But them look me in the eye, say that's nonsense. I keep my distance, I'm still patient. On my knee asking Jah, can I have a chime bomb exploding up in the ear. No matter what they say, from my back I don't care. I'm moving with speed and velocity, I don't fear. Hey, I don't fear anything them do or anything them say. I keep moving on my way, I know go ever stop. Ooh, I know go ever stop. I'm hustling my way to the top, yeah. Cause they say whatever don't kill you, it only makes you stronger. So the things that they do to me, it only makes me wonder. Not enough to kill me. You know I said, not enough to kill me. Not enough to kill me. Enough to kill my dream. Sabotage or them one Benjamin shine still. You can't curse what God bless me, time kills. No casualties, hit records me unveil. Body checks and elevating, done deal. All them haters and critics, your motivates me. My pen bleeds when I write, that activates me. I face surgeries, death been through it all. Me enemies, not too small, turn it up another notch. Like Tussanati, yeah. All my friends and fans, families everywhere. Micah A. Boca, aka Saha. You can keep ball until you pass the sky, brother from another mother, incredible lies. When I shine, you shine, homie, that's your prize. Pop Myers could tell, Collins and then cheddar. Wonder what CEO, that's way better. Talk to him like, yeah. They say whatever don't kill you, it only makes you stronger. So the things that they do to me, but them no feet try, I they fly past what they think. Every day I try hard to make sense. But them look me in the eye, say that's nonsense. I keep my distance, I'm still patient. On my knee asking Jah, can I have a chime bomb exploding up in the ear. No matter what they say, from my back I don't care. I'm moving with speed and velocity, I don't fear. Hey, I don't fear anything them do or anything them say. I keep moving on my way, I know go ever stop. Ooh, I know go ever stop. I'm hustling my way to the top, yeah. Cause they say whatever don't kill you, it only makes you stronger. So the things that they do to me, it only makes me wonder. Not enough to kill me. You know I said, not enough to kill me. Not enough to kill me. Enough to kill my dream. Sabotage or them one Benjamin shine still. You can't curse what God bless me, time kills. No casualties, hit records me unveil. Body checks and elevating, done deal. All them haters and critics, your motivates me. My pen bleeds when I write, that activates me. I face surgeries, death been through it all. Me enemies, not too small, turn it up another notch. Like Tussanati, yeah. All my friends and fans, families everywhere. Micah A. Boca, aka Saha. You can keep ball until you pass the sky, brother from another mother, incredible lies. When I shine, you shine, homie, that's your prize. Pop Myers could tell, Collins and then cheddar. Wonder what CEO, that's way better. Talk to him like, yeah. They say whatever don't kill you, it only makes you stronger. So the things that they do to me, it only makes me wonder. Not enough to kill me. You know I said, not enough to kill me. Not enough to kill me. Nothing I forget my dream. Trying to reach my goals, time off the essence. Most claim me the best, but scared of my presence. Known for dropping classics, homies, I got reference. Got a ticket to ride, my class is all legends. I ain't reached my peak yet, envy, that's a weak set. Album coming out, thank God it haven't leaked yet. Hard times I face in life, I have the regrets. Prepare me for the moments I haven't seen yet. Now I'm taking trips, flying cross seas. Ignitions be sparking, homies, I got keys. Giving back to the hood of youth that I fight for. Now they getting scholarships, transferred and a lot more. What can't kill you will only make you stronger. Leaving that legacy and blueprint, that's my hunger. Then it's history made, build me a monument. Scientific and Quincy B, I get the valley then. Right.
They say whatever don't kill you, it's only makes you stronger. So the things that they do to me, it only makes me wonder. Nothing enough to kill me. You know I say nothing enough to kill me. Nothing enough to kill me. Nothing enough to kill my dream. Yeah, infections unbetold. Heartbeat records, music for the future. Yeah, it's going to be scientific. Dance hard.
All right, guys. Thank you and welcome back to the beautiful, forever intelligent conversation where we share the world's most compelling stories about human intelligence based on a masterpiece concept of Shrek. And today we have basically been involved in talking about the beauty of the engagement with other authors on the road, as well as how we expanding our network, the power we are creating, the opportunities we are creating, and how we doing real development, impacting people's lives. And when we get on the road, that's the reason why we do it. It's the reason why we do it. These things will not be done without years of hard work. Um, somebody was sharing with somebody the other day. They said, if there is one thing I know about this man, his work ethic is out of this world. And and for me, I say this to people. I say, if you want to be around me, if you want to be around me, that's the first thing you got to change. Your mind has to get refocused, and you got to be in a mode of um, ideas, simplicity, systems, understanding, elevation, transformation. These are the things that I'm about. Real development, real change. I don't want people to be around me and they be the same when it comes to mental capacity. Ask all the people who were the closest people to me will tell you this guy, if you are with him, he's finding a way to find a way to get you to move to next level thinking, figuring out what you need to do next. you know and I think somewhere in your champions walk, I've always talked about this. But first of all, it's not just so much about the product. For us, we've put a lot of thought into the process, not just the product. That's why you see people all around. People watch these live videos, they buy our books. You don't hear anybody saying something outside of absolute highest standards of professional quality that we deliver in anything we do. So the message is clear on that front. We say what we do. Okay? We say what we do. So what's coming up here? We have the annual conference coming up. Let's talk about the annual conference first before we go to the Forever Intelligent Leadership Training. Because people will be like, what is it about the annual conference? Give me a second here. Yeah, let's talk about the annual conference first. I like the annual conference, man. The annual conference really, 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 really offers something special. And what a lot of people who haven't been to the annual conference don't know is that, man, the annual conference is actually used as a way for us to be able to engage professionals who are doing real teaching involved in impacting the lives of students. We come together here at the annual conference because our job, what we do in a Forever Intelligent Network, is to forever look at what is real. You know, if we have to sit down, discern, and be able to draw similarities between historical and current challenges, we would do that. But at the annual conference, and this is going to be the fourth one. We've done it three times already here in the United States. Look at what we focus on at the annual conference. Look at what we focus on. These are three important and critical areas to our network, right? Education, technology, and what? Leadership development. And for those of you who have been following us, if you know, we've done this because these areas are fundamental to development in any country in the world. Any country in the world. Now, we have heard the saying before that education and health are indispensable to economic growth and development, all this stuff. But today we've had a situation where um, people have also been able to understand that they say everything rises and falls on leadership. If you don't have the right leaders, your education system, your healthcare system, and all the things you want to talk about here, how will those things work? How will those things work? So, what we've done at the Forever Intelligent Network is we continue to bring leaders together to focus on these issues because we don't just want to talk about them. We want to make impact in these areas. So every single year for the last 3 years, we've brought people together to sit down to talk about the most important issues in education, technology, and leadership development at the Forever Intelligent Network. That's what we've done. That's what we've done. So if you're out there, you're wondering what is the fourth annual Forever Intelligent Book Conference is about, the conference is actually a place where, and we posted some videos from previous conferences for people to see. We've had people flew in from other states around America and come. We've also sent out invitations to international guests. So I remember our second conference, we had people from Canada, people from Mexico that came around here. And then we have one or two people visiting from Africa that attended the conference. This year, we also extending invitations out to people from different parts of the world to come to this year's conference. But at these conferences, what we do, we sit down, we focus on what are the challenges in global education, what are the challenges around technology, what are the challenges around real leadership development. And people come with experience, 20, 30, 40 years experience. People bring them to these conferences and we sit down and we discuss. I mean, people come to the conferences, people that are running multi-million dollar projects in this country. They come to these conferences. All right. So it's not just like the Forever Intelligent Network is leading a serious global research. That's what we're doing. All right. So we are not just messing around. This represents something truly special to us. So we take it absolutely serious, right? So that is it for the annual conference. And then the conference has a registration link, you have to go ahead and register. Go ahead and register if you're in the US. Register real quick so that you can be able to attend this year's conference. And then right over there, the flyer says everything is from July the 31st to what? August 1st. Yeah, July the 31st to August 1st. So we're looking forward to seeing some of you there. All right. And what is our next thing that we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about the professional development at the Forever Intelligent Leadership Academy. Uh, there is a link that we posted for some of you now. People are signing up already to be able to listen to the information session for the upcoming um, enrollment period at the Forever Intelligent Leadership Academy. So go basically and just let's put this up on the screen for our people real quick. Let's put this up. So from a professional development standpoint, here's what we want to share with you. All right. So this is if you go to you go to our website, you click on our website, you'll be able to get here where you will see uh, Forever Intelligent Fundamentals. We not just talking, we working, we building leaders, we building capacity, we transforming lives. This is what real work is. This is what real work is. Real work is not just in criticizing and talking and saying this and saying that. Real work is, are you building systems to transform lives? Are you doing that? Not just I can criticize the other person, criticize the other person. Are you building systems to impact and transform lives? And do you have the credibility to lead this? This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing at the Forever Intelligent Network. So we got a lot of our beautiful friends who decided that they will be with us, they will support us, that whatever we need, they will help to continue to promote the work that we are doing. And they said, you've come to the United States, you're giving your all. We have to come to you to work with you to develop your country. We will also do the same. It's the beauty of it. The beauty of it. You'll start seeing rapid educational transformation shortly in Liberia when we start to take over. Let's talk about the book tour. And I think that's the last thing we have for today. And then we'll plan to start wrapping up. What do we have here? All right, there you go. So, guys, if you down in where's that at? Minnesota. If you're in Minnesota, by now you should know that we've talked about this a lot, and we'll be down there to do some book signings. And I know there's quite a few people. We don't expect everybody to be here. Most of the times, if you're doing some of these stuff that are very educational and highly informative, you're not easily gonna find everybody coming to these type of stuff. People are excited about other things that um, maybe more controversial versus like straightforward. It's straightforward. We're gonna go talk about a book Forever Intelligent and have more and more people to rethink and begin to consider themselves as different, not just regular and ordinary people. This is the process we are leading, and it is the type of network we are building, empowering and transforming lives on the basis of real proven development methodologies. So we'll be down there in Maryland, and then also we'll be in Minnesota. Whichever one you want to come to, that's fine. Okay, we just hope that people can be able to do this, and we as a reminder here, we leaving this on here real quick here, just to take a moment for people to see it. you know yeah, yeah. So we're leaving this right on here just to take a moment for people to see it. This network is expanding. We're working, we're empowering, we're transforming lives, and that is what we're about, and that is what we will continue to do. We won't stop. We won't stop. We absolutely won't stop. Okay? Thank you.
Life is hard. See, it's hard when you are 49 years old, been working on a job for 17 years, and they come in and tell you you're finished and give you 1 week severance pay. And you got to start all over again. It's hard when you're married and raising children and your children are crawling and your husband dies unexpectedly. It's hard handling just the tragedies of life. It's hard when you're working on something and you put everything you have in it and it doesn't work out. You lose your money and other people's money. It's hard. It was rough when I lost my job, and I could not find a job. It was humiliating and embarrassing, borrowing money, and then I couldn't pay the money back when I told them I would. That's rough. How people look at you, how they respond to you. It's very hard. It's humiliating. Here's what I discovered that happens to you in life, that you will go through things, and while you're going through them, you can't understand why it's happening to you. But after you go through it, and you get back and you look at it and you say, oh, now I understand why I needed that lesson. Have you ever happened to you? Raise your hand. Has it ever happened to you that I couldn't understand it then, but after I got through it, then I saw that that was preparing me for bigger and better things. As you go through the challenges of life and you look at it and embrace whatever comes to you, don't run from it. Step toward it. Don't try and duck it like most people do. See, most people want it easy. See, easy come, easy what? Easy go. See, but when you go at what you're going to deal with and you deal with the difficulties of it, when you handle those hard things close at hand, making those hard decisions right now that you don't want to make, learning those things that you don't like to do, but you know that in order for you to get where you want to go, this is one of the hoops that you have to flip through. And I'm saying to you, whatever you got to do it, because if you don't, life is going to whoop you until you surrender and say, okay, all right, I cooperate, okay, I learned, okay. They had to wear me out a long time. So if it's hard, then do it hard. Now, how do you hang in there during the hard, difficult times? Les, you must have faith. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in your abilities. You got to believe in your service, your company, your ideas, unquestionably. You got to have faith, and that faith gives you patience. That it's not going to happen as quickly as you want it to happen. A lot of things are going to happen that will catch you off guard. And so therefore you've got to deal with and handle it as it comes. And not only that, but that faith and patience drives you into action. You've got to keep moving and keep plugging away. In the Far East, they have something that's called the Chinese bamboo tree. The Chinese bamboo tree takes 5 years to grow. They have to water and fertilize the ground where it is every day. And it doesn't break through the ground until the 5th year. But once it breaks through the ground, within 5 weeks, it grows 90 feet tall. Now the question is, does it grow 90 feet tall in 5 weeks or 5 years? The answer is obvious. It grows 90 feet tall in 5 years. Because at any time, had that person stopped watering and nurturing and fertilizing that dream, that bamboo tree would have died in the ground. And I can see people coming out talking to a guy out there watering and fertilizing the ground that's not showing anything. Hey, what you doing? You've been out here a long time, man. And the conversation in the neighborhood is, you growing a Chinese bamboo tree, is that right? Yeah, that's right. Well, even Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can see ain't nothing showing. You know that's how people are going to do you? So how long you been working on this? How long have you been working on your dreams? And you have nothing to show. This is all you got to show. People are going to do that to you. And some people, ladies and gentlemen, they stop. Because they don't see instant results. It doesn't happen quickly. They stop. Oh, no. You got to keep on watering your dream. And when it began to happen, they stopped laughing. They said, look. Whoa, look here. Look out. Hey, man, you know, I know you can do it. Look here, you got a job here? See, during those hard times, we didn't know how you're going to make payroll. During those times when you failed and things didn't work out, they were nowhere to be found. But you know what I discovered? When you're working at your dream, somebody said the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Oh, it's sweet to you. It's good to you. Why? See, when it's hard and there's a struggle, see, what you become in the process is more important than the dream. That's far more important. The kind of person you become, the character that you build, the courage that you develop, the faith that you're manifesting. Oh, it's something that you get up in the morning, you look yourself in the mirror, you're a different kind of person. You walk with a different kind of spirit. People know that you know what life is, that you have embraced life. You knew it was hard, but you did it hard.
So this is what we're talking about. Life is hard. Who doesn't know life is hard? And every time I'm on the road, people, look, you got to pick yourself up. There's so much to complain about. There's so much to be sad about. There's so many things that wouldn't go right. There's so many challenges that you face as a person in this life. But the question is, what are you going to do about these things? That's the question. What are you going to do about these things? Are you going to let them tear you apart, break you down, and then officially you done? The war does not pay to the failure. I'll be very honest with you. And the goal of every single man is simple. Lay a foundation so that the people who come after you can be better than you. That's what it is. It's a big goal. And you know what? It makes sense because if you transform that goal from the personal level to the community level to the national level, this is what it is. Our belief is that as a country, the generation that comes after whatever the current generation is should do better than the previous generation. This is what we should work towards achieving as a people, you know. And when people ask me, I told them, I said, I don't get anything free. I don't get anything free. I've had to work so hard all my life. This is why when people are around me and you start to mess up, you have to leave. Because I'm not a guy who just somebody just gives some free stuff to, you know, to establish a publication company here. I struggle to get it done. To get my first book published, we struggled. We had to wait for a year, and then other people started taking it. To go to school and graduate top of the class, but the IT department was painful. It was a struggle. Everything in my life have been a serious struggle. When people see me today, they be talking like, oh, this guy just got it all going right for him. It's a wrong mentality. At least those that are close to me that know me, they know that that's a lie. They'll tell you he's a fighter. He's a fighter. Everything in his life, all his life, he's been fighting. That's it. Only the ones who basically just getting to know me will think like, oh, this guy has gotten everything. I didn't get nothing free from anybody. What I've done in my life, I have dared to believe, challenge the status quo, work hard, and not stop. That's it. Work and work and work. I've never stopped. I've never stopped working. Sometimes, I had a friend of mine who basically, I know this for sure, you know, may his soul rest in peace before he passed away. This guy used to literally just decide to call me like around 1:32 a.m. And then he'll be like, man, I know you working, but I just called to say hi. I'm like, yeah, bro, we building the company. I'm writing another book. I gotta try. I gotta do some stuff. Okay. We got children to take care of. We got a future. We got impact that we need to make. Who you gonna give excuses to if you don't get these things accomplished? It's not free. And there's the thing I like to say. Go check in America. Sometimes people say, oh, because you're just in America. Go check in America and see how many Liberians have publication companies, how many Liberians have their books being taught in university, how many Liberians have written technology books. As a matter of fact, I'm in a league that's a different type of league, but it's hard work and real sweat. And this is the inspiration I try to provide for the next generation. And sometimes in your life, even your own regular people will not understand you. And I don't try for my regular people to understand me. I try to leave a message that this is what it is. That's what I try to do. I don't try to get the regular people to understand me because they don't have to understand me for me to keep doing what I'm doing. We leave the message for these people. What is the other thing? The last thing that we're supposed to talk about here before we go close to start working on wrapping up is like, so I went back at my academy and myself had to go through the Forever Intelligent course. So we did that. We talked about that. So if you go to the academy today, if you check the website and stuff like that, um, you will see there. I'm also certificated and I teach the course there at the academy. I want people to be able to understand. You can guess your way through life. It has to be intentional. I've seen a lot of friends. They just want to guess their way through life. And I've been telling people it's a wrong approach. Don't guess your way through life. Systematically design and plan your way through life. But life is not just about the regular things. Like I went to work from 9 to 5, I came home, I took care of my family. Most people are caught up in that direction. Family is great, family is that. But guess who do we chase? Who do we run after? And this is what I will set the system here for you. Bill Clinton could have gone home from 9 to 5, come home, take care of Hillary, take care of Chelsea, and then that's it. But what did Bill did? What did Bill Clinton do? He looked at America. There was a moment of need, and he stepped up. And I always tell people, I say, you can put this on all the road and down the road. Um, Bill Clinton, for me personally, and those of you who know me now, you know this. That's my greatest president ever. I love Barack Obama, but I just have a feeling that, you know, if you see me, you can personally just even say this. I'm trying to learn how he tells his story. The way he controls the room. Bill Clinton is something else for me personally. You know, and I like to share that on the show today. Bill Clinton is my number one favorite president. Um, But in terms of advocacy, fight, and leadership and all that stuff, the person who endured the most to me that I feel like the whole war needs to stay continue to forever celebrate this man because what he went through is not regular stuff. That man will be Nelson Mandela. That man will be Nelson Mandela. Okay. But as a president, I just loved Bill Clinton, man. I just love Bill Clinton. Until eventually in the future I will try to find a way to be myself rather than being Bill Clinton. you know that guy is that guy was never a regular president. Bill Clinton was never a regular president. But I want to thank all of you who joined us here today. uh I know the last thing I wanted to talk about, they were asking me about the let me see the questions in the chat room and where everybody is at right now. Oh, we needed to conclude on this message from the other author. Guys, that statement is so long. I have to read that thing. I cannot be able to say that thing. I have to read it. So, for those of you who weren't here from the start of the show, um, while I'm on the road, there is another author that read one of my books and wrote a long email, but we just took some key points from the analysis, and we've been sharing that here with people for today, on the message she sent after reading one of our books. For those of you who don't know this, we have all the books on the screen here, but you watching, you can just Google this website on your phone and you can go there, you can find the books, you can go read. There's two things I will be concluding with here, before I leave you. Number one, I need people to learn to start to read. People need to read. The power that education and reading especially provides for a man is unlimited. You got to be willing to break some mental barrier by just empowering yourself so much to the point where you have to say to yourself that if I don't read a day, I'm becoming frustrated because I didn't read. This is the message. I don't know who can empower you more than you can empower yourself. That's the message. I don't know who can empower you more than you can empower yourself. So for me, what I say to people is when you follow the Forever Intelligent Network and you see all these people, the last time people were saying, how does he get the president of the university to come speak at his event? How does he get this other, leader to come speak at his event? How does he get this other business guy to come speak? Look, these are all intentional. I'm not guessing my way through life. It's systematic. And these people have even bought and read my books and they have respect for the ideas that I put out there. You don't have to have some type of social recognition and name connection. Use your brain and impact the world and make a difference. This is what you have to do. People sit down and be wasting their time the whole day. Use your brain. You've been given this. In the book Forever Intelligent, we wrote, my greatest fear for most people is that in their lifetime, we've all talked about it. Scientists have said this too as well. They said in our lifetime as individuals, we most likely will only utilize under 15% of our brain power. So imagine if you decided to push beyond using more than that, more than that, 86 billion cells in the brain. What the brain is capable of, we all don't even understand. There's no limit to what anybody can do. Live your life and impact the world. Focus on real change and legacy. This is what this is about. And when you fighting for change, when people come around and start to discredit you and start talking things, if you know who you are, you never fall for these rhetorics. You never fall for these rhetorics. You build a life of credibility. You work, you be intentional about the change you want to see, and make the transformation real. That's what it is. That's the blessing that's been given to us by God. That's why we have brains. So let me read this message from the author, and then if we see in our chat rooms, we don't have no other particular message in our chat room. That's how we will come to the end of the beautiful Forever Intelligent show today. Okay, that's how we'll come to the end of this beautiful Forever Intelligent show today. All right. So what she said basically is, and this is author what Crispy Clark to author Daniel Charles after reading your book Forever Intelligent. She said the subject line is rules can train people, but intelligence offer a next level dimension. You said your background in IT and leadership and enterprise transformation adds an interesting and credible dimension to the book's message. There is a clear true line between high performing systems and human potential. Optimizing processes is one thing, but sustaining intelligence, adaptability, purpose is another. Readers who are lifelong learners, especially those tired of rigid one right way, advise are actively searching for work like this. Thank you for gifting the world with this uh, intelligence book. That's it. That's it. We did what we did. So I do not see any question or anything here in our chat rooms and stuff like that. So we fulfilled our duty today. Until we meet here again in another 2 weeks on a beautiful, forever intelligent conversation. I'd like to say I'm your host, Daniel Charles, and I want to thank you for, you know, joining us here today. Thank you so much to everybody who watched the show, and we will see you again 2 Saturdays from today. Thank you.